kick off, and we'll be underway. Here he comes from inside. On 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So SMU's offense who will have the football first. And now we get a look at Kevin Jennings. Just a miserable game in that loss last time out, throwing 5 interceptions. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
To the air, it's Jennings. Got his man. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand, they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks. And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
He rifles one deep down the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
The handoff to Johnson. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Complete some of these hitch throws early. You're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Angeli from the gun on third down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Weaver. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Steve Angeli. It's complete to the left, and they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They just keep firing. He'll throw it. Got his man downfield. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Cuse. A great catch and run for 6.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Rushes on him. Finds the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy.
Maybe a crease. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
First down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
First up, looking at the defense.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Mustangs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Give to the single back. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. The Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll keep it on the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, as this offense is trying to find their rhythm and try and get on the scoreboard here, trailing 7-0, it's been the running game that has gotten them into position in this drive, right? You're down in the...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead he gives up the big safety.
To the air, it's Jennings. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. 3rd and 6 yards to go. He wants to throw it. Trying to set up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Knight. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. So after getting nabbed for holding, it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. And that one's incomplete. quite hook up on that last pass play. Now it's third down. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Gets it to him on the screen. Thought they had something set up there, but he'll be stopped just short, and it'll be fourth down. The Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The pull and throw off the RPO. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They'll give it to Johnson. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the gun on third down, Steve Angeli. Working that left side. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Throwing Angeli. Sets up the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Maybe some room here. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Touchdown, Orange! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got 1 drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Fired in there, but incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Over the middle, it's Smith. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive points.
The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Angeli finds his tight end. He's out of bounds at the 16-yard line. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Syracuse right back at it. Angeli from the gun on 3rd down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. The Mustangs will kick it away to start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Great play by the quarterback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Looking deep. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give from the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Man, just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
On target to the left. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Tries to get it on the ground. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
To the air, it's Jennings. He makes the grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
To the right out. Picks up 6. Second down coming up.
And the Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. He uncorks one deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The run inside. It's Green. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down for the offense.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Running inside, it's Hill. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Nice move there. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are
got a little grass. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down.
14. Go, go.
They go play action with Angeli. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about...
It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. They've extended the lead and taken control. Week 9. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And this offense is kind of showing you a little bit of everything, but putting big plays together, really getting their momentum going. This ground attack now, you watch, they've got a little bit of everything, man. The balance, the structure, the play calling. Right now, they're in a really good rhythm.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Back to pass, it's Jennings. Finds his big tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on first down. They're setting up the screen. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. This game will officially be in the books shortly. Gives us a minute to check out the top 12 and the scoreboard and see how those teams vying for playoff spots are doing. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Off play action. Throwing right. Open on the right side, that's Smith. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
And a great job selling that deep route and then sticking his foot in the ground, running the comeback, going and catching the football and knowing exactly where he was on the field to make sure he was in bounds.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back. You get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
To the air on second down. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. And guys, they've come through on the first 2 third down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. Turning it on! What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
And man, is it nice just to have this guy right here. Like, give him the football, and they're going to give it to him early, and they're going to give it to him often. And a lot of times we see, man, late in the games, just like right here, he makes those big plays, wears down the defenses, and he is a handful late.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Steve Angeli. Here's a heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Hey, this offense, man, they talked about it coming out of half. They wanted to get their guy into a rhythm. To do that, man, you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. He's been hit a lot. He hasn't made that many plays throughout this football game. They got to do a better job of protecting their guy.
From the gun on 3rd down, Steve Angeli. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got it on the outside, it's Weaver. Finally, they get him out of bounds, and what a big pickup there as they get the first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the counter. Fights off a defender. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Where did he go? Where did he go?
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Here we go. Ready. Where did he go?
Strong, firm tackle. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Tight end now in motion.
Go, go.
Angeli from the gun on 3rd down. Going to try to get it himself. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
I think this team knew coming in today they needed to be able to run the football, and they were going to have to get some of that production from the quarterback, and he just broke off his longest run of the game so far. That was critical for his confidence, for this offense's confidence, and right now if you're on defense, you've got to find an answer for this guy.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Right back to it. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Throwing Angeli. Under fire. Touchdown, Cuse. He got it right inside the pylon. The Orange answer the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Oh, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Caught by Smith. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Grabbed over the middle, it's Knight. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown Orange. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. This is the football equivalent of throwing in the towel or no mas, as they will concede defeat. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's.